Hello Capricorn. Thank you for checking in on your February 2021 general tarot reading. For those of you that know me, again, welcome back. For those of you that don't, my name is Joe, and we're going to do a general open reading. And what I mean by that is anything that it's not topic specific, so anything that wants to come through or come out is going to come out. And we're not going to limit that this reading to anything specific on any one topic, okay? Keep in mind that this isn't going to be for everybody. It possibly can't be. So if it's not for you, hey, just leave it. There's always another message at another time that might be better for you. You know, plenty of readers here also on YouTube that you might check out. So we're going to pull some tarot cards for recent past, your current situation, potential outcome. And then we're also going to do a couple oracle cards and a spirit, Celtic spirit blessing card. And we're going to just see what your story is about for February. Okay. Oh. So we do have one card out for your recent past. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Nine of Wands. Okay. Two of Swords. I feel like some of you, Capricorn, feel like you're the one that's like constantly nurturing a relationship. Now, I feel like you feel as if you're doing all the work, and you're having to do all the, you know, you're giving more. Way more than you're ever getting back, and I feel as if you know, you finally were slowly kind of broken down over time in this, and I think that perhaps you really didn't communicate clearly enough, or your person wasn't receptive enough to what you were trying to tell them. So, but I do feel like here, and I'm going to show you the cards and talk about why I'm saying this, but I feel like that, you know, it was this kind of thing that really wore on you, and it really got you, and you felt like felt neglected, right? So, you know, I think that with this Queen of Pentacles here, you were the one nurturing the relationship, or you felt like you were the one always nurturing the relationship. You were the one giving of emotion, and I do feel as if though you felt like you weren't always getting that back, or a lot of times you weren't getting that back, but you kept going because you believed in this relationship, and you felt like if you kept going, if you kept at it, you know, everything's going to be okay. With the Six of Wands, you know, there's just, we're going to overcome this, and it's going to be okay. There's going to be, this is going to be a successful relationship. But I feel like at some point in your recent past, you kind of got a little wore out on it, and a little tired of this reoccurring in your relationship. With this Nine of Wands, it's like, okay, you know, you're persevering, but at what cost? You know, you're feeling worn down, but you know, it's taken its toll on you, or has taken its toll on you. So I feel like at some point in your recent past, also with the Two of Swords, you were starting to decide, you know, if you could keep doing this. And it was a very difficult decision for you. Could you keep doing this? Could you keep at this? You know, how do I get my point of view across? How do I communicate and have that communication really register with your person? That's kind of what you've been like at a loss for, is I'm trying to communicate, but it's just seems to be not really clicking with them. So I do feel though that you were feeling like neglected in your relationship, like you were constantly giving and giving, and you know, this might be currently now, or it might be something that you're approaching, or this might have already happened. You know, time is a funny thing, so this isn't an exact template. But you have the Ten of Wands. You were deciding that you know, maybe I just need to step back from this. Maybe I need to get out of this. Like, I'm miserable. I feel trapped. I feel alone with the Eight of Swords. And I don't know what to do because they will not listen to me. They won't hear me out. And so, Capricorn, it's like, you know, this is almost similar to Virgo's reading, but not quite, but kind of, okay? So you might check that out, because that might actually, you know, one or the other could be you or your person with that other reading. So that's a possibility. So, but you had this feeling of being trapped, like you want to just lay it all out on the line, or you just, even some of you might feel like you want just to run away, because you feel like you are just so stuck and alone and don't know how to get your point across anymore. So that's like, a lot of this is just about feeling stuck, having to fight the fight, and then being stuck in your head, stuck in your mind over this emptiness. You're not getting back what you're putting into it. But you know, you have an interesting twist of fate here. You have justice comes in. So there's something that brings things back into balance, and I think it's because your person starts to see you being withdrawn, especially with the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and 10 of Wands. It's like, and even the 9 of Wands, there's been like this slow withdrawal from the relationship, and I think it's alarmed them. I think it's actually scared your person, and so there's this justice that comes in. It starts to bring things into balance. It starts to even things out, and I think your person actually, you know, the Chariot is here. I think they start heading back in your direction, trying to pull you back toward them, trying to bring themselves closer to you, to try and mend fences in this relationship. Because I think, you know, right here, well, I'm going to wait to get into this what's on the bottom of the deck before I say anything, but you know, I do feel like that they become alarmed and triggered because they see this slow withdrawal, and it's gradual, so it's not like it's totally noticeable, because it's slow over a period of time. It's not like it was all at once. It's not like it's being ghosted. This is like a slow withdrawal that took some time to happen, and then all of a sudden it's this wake-up call for your person, and they get really alarmed, and they're trying to circle back around and fix things. So what's in the potential outcome of this situation? Well, first of all, you have the 4 of Wands. So, you know, whether you guys are just in a committed relationship, whether you're married, whether you're engaged, it doesn't matter. You have the 4 of Wands here. So this is all about foundations, especially relationship foundations, foundations in your home life, in your family life, foundations in your love life and romantic life. And so this is all about that union right here. But it's bigger than just the love union. It's the foundations that that union stands upon. And so everything rests upon that foundation in the relationship. It all comes down to that. So that's what this 4 of Wands is here. So what that's saying is there's a recognition and an understanding of that foundation being very important, I think, not only to you, but to your person. And then you have the High Priestess here. It's popping out. You know, it's like I think that it just, things are being revealed to your person. I think they're starting to see their foolishness, and I think that maybe a small bit of you is a little bit, I want to use the right word because I don't want to be offensive, but it's like a little smug, or like, yeah, you know, what do you think has been going on? Like, I've been here and you've been absent. So, you know, but like, things are being revealed, and I think you're just kind of taking it in because you're receiving this validation with what you knew all along. So it's not like a negative thing. Don't take that the wrong way, but it's like there's some validation in that. But you have the Ace of Swords here. So, you know, there's clear, concise communication moving forward. I think that that's the key to this relationship reading here, is like being able to communicate openly without fear of reprisal, you know, without fear for speaking one's own mind in a courteous, loving, kind of polite way. And so I think the Ace of Swords is about the lines of communication opening up, and it's being a two-way conduit, being free to communicate with one another without fear of being ostracized or reprisal or anything like that, or rejection in what one's trying to communicate. Okay, so you have the 7 of Cups here. I almost started talking about it, but I held off here, and I feel like in the past, this relationship with the 7 of Cups has, you know, you're looking at what was, what is, and what could have been, and I feel like that's kind of where you've been. I think you've been seeing, like, you know, if you've ever heard somebody say like something traumatic and fast really happens out of nowhere, and they say they see their life flash in front of their eyes, or things playing like a tape, and they just have this realization, all these moments. I feel like that's kind of like been you. You've looked back at the good, and you look at things now, or have been looking at things in the present, and then at one point you were looking at how things could have been from a negative perspective, but I think that's changing. You're starting to see how things can be from a positive point of view. You know, the Seven of Cups here, you know, each one of these cups has a different symbolism and representation in it, but it's always, you know, be careful, because one of those cups has a cobra in it. Always has a snake, one of those cups, and so that represents a little bit of hidden danger. But you know, this isn't about being out of touch with reality, or delusional, or anything like that, or an overactive imagination. This is just clearly like seeing the progress of the relationship from the beginning, the conception of it, through what you've been going through to your current circumstance, and then now having two perspectives for the potential of this relationship with the future. So well, it could be this, which has left me feeling very disappointed, but now I'm starting to feel like it could be this, which is like very promising. So there's a big shift in how things are turning around this relationship, and I feel like a lot of it's because there was this slow withdrawal that you were going through with this person, and they just didn't take notice. They didn't care to take notice, and so it was slow, and over time, and by the time they realized it, they realized, oh wow, it's probably too late. And that's what changed everything. But definitely clear communication moving forward between the two of you. So we're going to pull a Celtic spirit guide blessing and a couple of oracle cards, and we're going to talk about that. See if we can get any different messages for you. Capricorn, what do we have for you, Capricorn? Blessing on growing older. And I like that, because you know what, as we age, and it doesn't mean you're old or you're getting old, you know, I'm going to be 46 this year, and I feel like I always say, man, I'm getting so damn old, and I hear people say, try being my age, you know, and it's like, it's all a matter of perspective. But as we get older, hopefully we're getting wiser, right? And that's what this is saying. This is a learning experience. There's a measure of wisdom that came from what you experienced in this relationship, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you moving forward, moving together as a couple. So that blessing on growing older, it's just all about gaining wisdom. It doesn't matter if you're in your 20s or if you're in your 30s and your 40s, 50s, 60s. It doesn't matter. You're always getting older. And so that blessing is on just growing up and growing older over time. All right. We want two of these. Mending. I did say in this reading, mending fences, right? So yeah, that's what that's about. It's about mending the relationship, mending fences. It's about bringing things back into unity, and making things fluid again, you know, back into harmony, having a mutual understanding of one another. So you know, interesting that comes out, and new life comes through. So that just means this relationship gets a breath of new life breathed into it, and it's a beautiful thing for you moving forward. So Capricorn, I think this is a great reading. You know, if it was for you, and I hope it was, leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know. If it's not, that's okay, just leave it. You know, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I'm going to let you go though, and I'm going to say thank you again one last time for joining me, and I will see you again in 2 weeks.